Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. I say shalom to you Akim out there, and this is another sit-down lesson through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua on this September 22nd, 2022 at 1:47 p.m. Central Standard Time on this Thursday afternoon. And this is a news article in the news, and this is regards to wars and rumors of wars, as the scriptures have stated. And this is a reference scripture to this news article right here that I'm about to bring out. And this is once again, as I mentioned, this is a news article from RT.com. World News, published September 22nd, 2022 at 12:44. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, Poland wants more NATO troops. It says Russians' partial mobilizations should spur the West to deploy more troops near its border. And that comes a day or two later after President Vladimir Putin made that statement about partial mobilization in areas in Ukraine, and calling up about 300,000 reserve armed troops on standby in that region as well too. So that goes to show you another increase of rumors of wars is heating up. And forgot to say Russia President Vladimir Putin sent that warning to the West as well too, in response to nuclear response if it comes to that direction. He's just sending a warning, so that's an increase of a rumor of war right there. I just had to add a few notes to that. But continue on with the reading. It says Russia's partial mobilization should spur the West to deploy more troops near its border. Right, because I believe in Eastern Europe, you already have U.S. soldiers deployed there, and other soldiers as well too. I believe Romania troops and other Eastern European troops as well too are already stationed there. But Poland wanted more, according to this report right here, Poland wants more NATO troops. And it says Russia's, Slovakia, I'm going to read it for a third time, Slovakia for that. It says Russia's partial mobilization should spur the West to deploy more troops near its border, Poland's security chief has said. And it says Russia's announcement of a partial military mobilization is a sign of defeat and pose no threat to Poland, but should be responded with the deployment of more NATO troops in Eastern Europe, according to a Paweł Solczyk, a top Polish security official. And in connection with this mobilization, we must press on for an increase of Allied presence on the eastern flank. This is an additional argument for having an additional NATO troops in the east. Slowish said in an interview in the graffiti program on Polsat News on Thursday. It says Russia President Vladimir Putin announced on Wednesday that some military reservists will be called up to active service to help with the country's military offense in Ukraine. The measure is necessary because Russian troops are facing not only Ukraine itself, but also the entire Western military machine. Putin argued Slokshis, if I pronounced that right, who heads the Polish National Security Bureau, calling the Russian move evidence of Putin's defeat and questioning the ability of the Russian's defense minister to call to arms of 300,000 people as it attends to. It said asks whether Polish security will be compromised by increasing the number of Russian troops. He said that it won't, but Ukrainians may feel the effects of this mobilization in a few weeks. It says the Polish officials branded Putin's speech announcement the news as a rhetoric escalation of the conflict with the West, citing a very bogus threat of using nuclear weapons. It says Russia president said that Russia will not hesitate to use any means at its disposal if attacked with nukes or other weapons of mass destruction. The warning was addressed to an unnamed senior official in NATO states, would, according to Putin, argue that it would be acceptable to use nuclear weapons against Russia.
Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
If you're gonna chill with Woodbridge, then chill. Because why not is a perfectly acceptable reason. And if it looks why,
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? Because we're seeing a rise and increase of these rumors of wars. Matthew 24:7. For nations arise against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. So yeah, you're going to see a rise, increase. Just like I mentioned, you're going to see a rise and increase of the wars and rumors of wars. You're going to see a rise and continuing increase of rumors of wars and nations rising up against different nations and different kingdoms as well too. Now more than ever, you know. So with that, this was just a quick in the news as usual on this September 22nd, 2022 on this Thursday afternoon at 1:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, these things are definitely going to increase in the news on an everyday basis in regards to wars and rumors of wars, nations rising against different nations and different kingdoms as well too, you know, as I stated before. So with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like us, a speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.